Alright everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Last time we were here, we deal with the orphanage first, I believe. We were in the orphanage, we dealt with the demons and whatnot in there. That poor Sir Otto guy ended up dying though. Still one of the greater rage demons in there. But we got it beat. We also picked up, that's not inventory, a mysterious amulet, which just caused another mission, which is great, trying to cut down on missions, but they just keep popping up. But whatever. Um, and then we come here to this warehouse, warehouse, and we learn that it was the operation center basically for elf slave trade. Um, Sorry, where was I? We come to this warehouse, figured out it was the operations for the Tevinter slave trading elves. Basically, they're taking them out of the alienage, and I'm guessing selling them back on boats to Tevinter, masking that there was a plague in the alienage, but really it was just a cover for slave trade. So we beat all the slavers, and then we released the remaining elves that were in this cage. Hopefully they'll spread the good word about us, so we can get in the good books with this alienage. And we also picked up these slaver documents off of the head guy's body here, the head mage here, that give the removal of elves, authorize the removal of elves from Denrum's alienage. They bear the seal of Terran Loghain MacTier, so that's pretty
Right.
incriminating if you ask me. But again, that's just me. So go in here and we'll see. And what does she only have to say?
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is, thank you.
Okay. Maybe this Ferelden, is this Ferelden's house?
As you wish.
We'll have something to say. If there's anyone in here, oh, there's.
Ah, it's you. Welcome. Please come in. Tell me, how is Duncan?
You know Duncan?
He's been a friend of mine for many years, yes. From the look on your face, I take it the news is bad.
Yeah, he died at
I
Ostagar.
am sorry to hear that. I knew that the Warden suffered great losses at Ostagar, but a few escaped. I had hoped Duncan might be one of them.
What will you do about the plague now?
We've been through outbreaks of pestilence during the war with Orlais. We'll endure. I doubt very much now that the Tevinter intervention would have helped us anyway.
How did you know Duncan?
He came here, now and then, to look for potential recruits. Perhaps that seems strange to you, but Duncan was a man who knew that talent could emerge in the most unlikely places.
I should dip.
Please, take this. Duncan gave it to me years ago. I suspect you'll put it to better use than I would.
What did we get? Gift of the Grey. Dagger. I'm guessing that's what we got. Well, no one knows about this amulet, huh? Find the missing elves. You discovered the missing elves have been sold into slavery by Galadrius, a Tevinter slaver. You have recovered evidence that shows that Loghain knew about this. And allowed it. This evidence would certainly be useful in the Landsmeet. Your voice found an interesting amulet. Someone in the alienage is probably missing it. Sometimes work for the scenes in Ferelden. Hopes not forget terrified adventures. Used in ancient realm telling stories of ancient across the speaker. Okay. Guess we have to go randomly talk to people in the alienage.
The bad men. They are quiet. They call for blood no more.
This amulet, yours, I found it in the orphanage.
It's my grandmother's. You found it, sir. May I have it?
Here you go.
I feel like a mist is leaving. Oh, thank you, sir. I have to live my life.
Alright, I think we're going to go talk to Arl Eamon here and progress the story because talk to him, fill him in on all the stuff we've done. And I've cleared a bunch of quests, but this Unbound quest, fucking just did a quick research on it, and it looks like a fucking scavenger hunt and a half. And I don't feel like doing that right now.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great
So we'll have a
commotion
chat with
in the
this man.
alienage. What exactly happened there?
Loghain has collaborated with the Winter Slaver, a group of beings involved in slave trading. True.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
This guy just spitting out facts. Guess Alistair has to be in the party then. So we're just heading to the palace now. Blight, Landsmeet, go to Landsmeet.
Right.
Let's go then. Let's go then. Alistair's locked in.
Indeed. Indeed.
Need you two.
I hope Eamon doesn't expect me to give a speech. Maker, he probably does, doesn't he? Oh.
Cheer up, Alistair, you dumb bitch. Actually get you the strength so you can actually hold that stuff, huh? How's that sound? You can actually hold that armor you're wearing, huh? Sound like a plan? Alright. Let us go to Landsmeet, to the palace, to the, this one, Royal Palace. There we go. Wonder if we'll get a fight along the way. Get the shunk swords. Sword crossing like this. Oh, looks like we made it.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this.
Oh, fuck you,
And
bitch.
Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet. Now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
You really not see what Loghain has become. How do you support the man who killed your king? Stop talking too much on me.
Kaelin was a fool. He grew up a spoiled child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden.
Ooh. How do you justify letting out how torture subjects?
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business. But sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you.
Spread his war, he sold his own people into slavery.
What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Kaelin died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war.
Stop talking, show me
I
what
can
you
end
got.
the threat you pose to Ferelden. To arms, men!
Show me what you got. Engage this time. Go berserk.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Overpower. Okay, we'll just get cancelled. That's good too. Get this guy out of here.
Less fighting, more dying.
Wolf. Go, Wolf. Attack that guy. Alistair needs a health potus. Nice. Nice.
Here we go.
Nice. Stunned.
No mercy.
I do not like being the stunned. Right, you should do this, and you should do this.
You'll never know what hit him.
Good old fashioned shield bash, never hurt no one. Okay, things will be doing much more
This should
fighting.
be easy enough.
Summer Sword. Codex on the Summer Sword. Alright, let's move on. Oh, save again, that's a good plan.
Right. My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain
come
would have
in
us give up
covered in
our
blood.
freedoms, our
deal.
traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Eamon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us,
Don't mind the
Warden,
blood.
how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
Which one do I want to go with? Which persuade? The blade is the threat here, not
There are
oil.
enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, and we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
He fled the field at Oscar and left Caitlin to die.
The Landsmeet hungers to hear the tactical analysis of Ostagar from a spoiled child. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Caitlin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Caitlin's death. He was Marik's son. My king. No one regrets his loss more
Bad
than
acting.
I do.
As much as you regret selling elves to Threnter, just keep stirring the pot.
Selling elves? Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor. War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marik knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter?
What have I done? I've protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force. Killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself.
Oh,
Lords and
damn.
ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Cailin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Who speaks the truth?
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now.
Look at his wolf.
Stand with
He's
me,
happy as can be in
and
his
we
farm
shall
corner.
defeat even the Blight itself.
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens.
Oh,
Make her
damn.
help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory
Yeah,
otherwise.
this guy's fucking
I
crazy.
stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Yay. Landsmeet is going to step down gracefully.
Traitors!
Loghain.
Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
I'll fight this duel myself.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself, bitch. Da-dum. Can I just fight this bitch, or is it just a scene? Oh, I guess we're actually fighting this bitch. And we can overpower really fast. Resist it, you bitch. There we go. Oh, miss, yeah, that's good. Good hit. Oh, miss again.
Yes! Well done.
Wonderful. Yes.
Using health bonus.
Wonderful. This should be excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Resisted.
I do not fear. Yes. You had it coming.
Nope.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
Good. Fuck, do I kill this bitch? Fuck, I guess we do. Fuck.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait, there is another option. Batean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
What? Want to make him a warden? Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
Fuck, I don't put this guy through the joining. Fuck. He's gone.
You can't do
Fuck
this.
it.
My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain 6 years old with pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Father.
No.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Very well. Oh God, why would you stand there?
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
Wait, what? No. When did this get decided? Nobody's decided that. Have they?
So much for our plan to rule together. If Alistair would rather not have the throne, I am more than willing to take it.
I hardly think you're the appropriate person to mediate this, Honora. Warden, will you help us?
I need to talk to Alistair first.
Strange. I feel like I'm back at the Abbey, trying not to get chosen last for the sparring teams.
Yeah, this is all just kind of mumbo jumbo.
This wasn't exactly my first choice when we got to Denerim, but I know what we're up against. I know what's at stake. Honora's got experience handling nobles and foreign dignitaries, but I do know a few things about fighting Darkspawn.
I don't really want to go through all these options.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead Ferelden?
Because I already decided, didn't I? Yeah.
We do. I believe this is what King Merrick wanted. To see his blood tied to my father's to begin a new line of Ferelden kings.
But I mean, I did swear an oath. What I mean is, I'm all for founding a new line of kings. But, well, there's the Blight.
What the king is trying to say, my lords and ladies, is that he will be taking the field with his fellow Grey Warden to do battle with the Archdemon.
Yes. That.
Until then, I shall stay in
Twisting
Denerim
her
and
word,
rule in my husband's
twisting his words
absence,
to
as I
make
did
it
for
sound
Caelan.
good.
But
Like
I trust Alistair shall reach a more heroic ending.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Loghain's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together?
We're having get the armies now. We'll beat this blight as Caelan dreamed.
Everyone, get ready to march. It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it!
Ferelden is depending on you all.
Damn, there you go. There's the Landsmeet. Can I save it? Nope.
You made me king. After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king.
Congratulations on your game. Try the ways I thank you. Post up together around here. I thought you'd be speechless.
Speechless? I'm furious. How could you do this to me? I've done nothing but regret my blood since the day I was born. I don't want this. I never wanted this. I hate the very idea of it. I knew that Arl Eamon wanted this for me, but I never did. I thought for sure that there would be a way out of it. But then you went and put me on the throne yourself. Why?
I'm a sucker for tradition. The country needs you, Alistair.
What I want doesn't factor in anywhere, does it?
No.
Funny how it always works out like that.
Yeah.
I've just never thought of myself as a leader. I'm going to make a terrible king, you have to know that. How can I make decisions that are going to affect the lives of everyone in the kingdom? I guess I don't really have a choice in this now, do I? I'll do my best, of course, and I expect that you'll be there to help me, right?
You want me there, of course. You won't have that either way. You won't need my help. Alistair, you'll be fine on your own.
You're the one who got me into this mess. And besides, where else would you go? We're a team.
What about the Grey Wardens?
Well, that option isn't really open to me anymore, is it? I'm going to be king whether I like it or not. Grey Warden or no. And if I can be an exception, then so can you. As a matter of fact, I insist.
I'll have to think about it.
That's good enough for me. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redcliffe ourselves. The Blight awaits, right?
Yeah, you're right. Saving game. Yeah, Alistair's not happy, goober. That's okay. We will also save the game. Ogren, what's good, my dude? Alright guys, well that was Landsmeet, and I think that'll do it for today. Came, we saw, we got the lords and ladies of Ferelden on our side. Loghain died. Now we'll see what the final battle that awaits us has in store. So I'd like to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, comment, do any and all of those things if you enjoyed. And until the next video, see ya!